Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced Stream. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode Forum.
I'm Joey at JWonderl on the MakeCode Forum.
And I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode Forum.
And today we are back working on our Bug President game, which is a Pikmin-like, but 2D. And where we left off last time, we have Bug President. Wait, let me full screen. We have Bug President. You can walk around. He can throw these little bugs. And if you throw them at the strawberry, they'll start. Well, if you actually hit the strawberry. Come on. There you go. They'll start going around it. And then once you get enough, they'll carry it back to the anthill or what have you, this thing. And that's as far as we've gone. So today what I wanted to do is we're going to kind of try to finish this whole scenario. Also, something we have to do at some point. We're using the friction right now. It's really annoying me that it stops in one direction before the other one.
Yeah.
So,
like acceleration is fine with being separated out, but friction does really feel like it needs to be.
Yeah. So anyway, we might do that also. That's really quick to fix. Kitty Phoenix says, please add turnips. On Santa Bruna says turnips, LOL. Yeah, we'll add turnips. I like turnips. Okay, and what the main thing I want to do today, though, is, or at least do first, is if you've ever played Pikmin before, when you pick up a thing, or when you throw a Pikmin at a thing, you get you get two numbers above it, right? It's like a fraction. Like it'll say like 1 out of 2, and that's how many Pikmin you need to pick this thing up, and then over it is how many Pikmin are currently working on this task. So I want to do that display. Right, make that thing appear above, and do it that way. So to make this a little bit easier, I didn't have to do this, but I thought might as well. I made a little extension. If people want me to go through the code, I can go through it. It's very little code, but I'm going to go ahead and add this right now. Also, I have not tested this extension, so we will find out together if it works.
Unsigned Arduino also says radishes. I mean, we already did radish racers, so there's like a little bit of a continuity here.
Yeah. Okay, so here we have compound sprites, which has one block, which is attach sprite to other sprite with offset X, offset Y. Does what you think. The other thing it does that's nice is if one of these attached sprites gets destroyed, they will all get destroyed. So we're going to be using this to do our number thing, because we're gonna have like 3 sprites that make that up, right? We're gonna have like the number, we're gonna have the bar in between, and then another number. Mm-hmm. And so for that to work, we want to actually have it all be a compound sprite. All right, cool. So anyway, let's just start doing this. Also, I'm gonna add another extension, which is gonna be the fancy text extension. And we're going to be using this to make our text. Though I don't think we're going to be actually using any of the fancy text. QPhoenix says, wait, there's an extension for that in all caps? You have no idea how long it took to code a system in my Game Jam game. No, there isn't one. I just made a share project with a little bit of code. I'll share the code with you. But someone on our team, Eric, is actually working on a proper extension for this. So just FYI. No, I don't have an ETA on that. You'd have to ask him. All right. So like I said, we're going to be using fancy text to create text sprites, but we're not actually going to be using any of the fancy features of fancy text. We're not going to be animating or anything. So let's do that right now. We're going to go into functions, and we're going to do make task number. Make task fraction. And it's going to take in a max. There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and create a text sprite to begin. This one is going to be our bottom. And so it's going to take in the max. So, oops. Okay, that's a to-do on me for the text extension. You should be able to drag whatever in there. but gonna go ahead and do a text join to make it work for now. Put the max in there. We're gonna be doing another one. This one is going to be the top part. Just be 0. And then we're gonna be making one more, which is going to be not a text sprite. We're just gonna be making a
Nice little slash.
Well, no, not a slash, just a horizontal bar.
Oh, okay. Nice.
We'll make this 10. Unsigned Arduino has also been working on their MIDI to song converter, which is pretty cool if you haven't seen it. Converts MIDI songs over to the new song formats. By the way, one thing I will warn you is don't try to open one of the converted songs in the song editor. It generates so many node events and things that the song editor was not made for that. So maybe in the future I'll make this better. Whoa, is this color is exactly the color of the background.
Oh, that's nice.
It's exactly it. I can't.
Is that? Yeah.
No, I can barely see the edges.
Teams compression is killing it for me, I think.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Anyway. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add a kind for this, which is going to be decoration, just because we don't want it to interact with anything. And let's go ahead and attach these guys now. But first, I guess let's call this function. So we're going to just call this inside of onStart for now, because we want to test this out. And we will put in a max of 10. Okay, so we should see, there we go, 10. There's the 0 is there too. It looks like 100, but it is just 10. And then our little separating bar. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the attaching. So we're going to use the top number as our root, and that is because the top number is going to be changing. So with this little thing that I coded up, the top one is the only one you have to keep a reference to, and then all the other ones are just going to, automatically update. And so if you destroy the top one, all of the children will also get destroyed. So that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to attach. Let me go ahead and make variables for this also. This will be our top number. I messed that up. Bottom number, it's the opposite.
We got inside Arduino, open the song and the song editor mutates the song. Is there random note changes? Interesting. I maybe expected. I don't know. We don't persist it like a.
Yeah, no, that is something that happens, and the reason why is because the song editor actually enforces a restriction of on polyphony. The restriction is that whenever you have a polyphonic note event, all of the notes that are inside of that polyphonic note event have to be the same length. Now, the actual underlying song representation does not have that restriction. It's just for the UI of the song editor to make it simpler. And that's what's going on there. So when you open it up in the music editor, that's why you get some weird stuff.
Also, how can I make the song copy pastable into blocks editor so you don't have to switch to JavaScript? That's not possible at the moment. You might be able to paste it into the song editor itself instead of the blocks editor. But we don't have a way to, we paste them as like objects in memory when we're doing blockly copy paste, so that doesn't quite work.
Yeah, there's no way to copy the hex and paste it into the song editor right now.
Okay, yeah.
But you could file a bug for that if you want.
Yeah, they were asking for the blocks workspace, so that's good to know that that one doesn't work either, I guess. Honestly, I can't wait for the new music generator. Yeah, it sounds cool. Sam and I did a little demo of a MIDI creator like 4 years ago. I don't think that one works anymore. Miley Virus, first time. Chat, can I use the start button on the PyGamer? I believe that you're referring to the menu button probably. So you can choose that from the drop down and override the default behavior with that. If you just drag out a controller block and change it to a menu.
Yeah, Unsigned Arduino is noting the fact that I opened up the dev console for a sec because there's a bug in my compound sprite. This is why it's good to test your code before debuting it on stream. So here, I'm just gonna save this and we're gonna fix it live. So there you go. First, we're gonna get rid of it. So get out of here, you.
You're saying PyGamer, right? Which one are you?
Arcade sprite util, arcade sprite data, arcade style. Oh yeah, town compound sprites. Get out of here.
I forgot that there is a second start button on the PyGamer. I for some reason my mind always filled it in as a this is the reset button, isn't it? And these two, only one of them works.
Yeah.
I don't think that's supported right now.
I don't know why Adafruit did it that way. By the way,
it's probably addressable on their Python editor. Yeah, also on this one. So select menu. This is the Py badge. I don't remember this one.
That. Share this again. Go home. Back to Bug President. Add extension. Paste in this URL. Like that. Go back to blocks. Hopefully everything decompiles nicely. Yeah, if it's not implemented in the device spec on GitHub, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not like we don't have a concept of it in like the greater arcade APIs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but okay. Well, anyway,
it should be reasonable to implement like a C++ extension that supports it, but it wouldn't be in the simulator or anything. I'm guessing it would be reasonable because it should just be a pin addressing, but
yeah, that should be fine.
But you have to write C++. So.
Okay. Back to where we were. Make task fraction. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make this the same color as our text, like that. And also it should, I'm just going to make it 1 pixel thick because our font is 1 pixel thick. Probably look better. And we're going to attach, and you know what? Actually, we could just straight. We don't need variables for this. I can just straight put this in here, huh?
Yeah.
This thing? No, it's fine. Yeah. And for this offset Y, we want to do, I think, like 4? 4?
4.
Need one more.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we can trick it, make a JackDeck button show up using this JackDeck simulator and make it pretend like that. Anyway, unsigned Arduino, do you think it's possible ever implemented that you could paste JavaScript code into blocks editor and it's automatically added? I mean, we control everything, so it's possible. I don't know if we'll get to that, but I've had the same thought before, but just never spent the time to make it happen.
Yeah, that's a kind of a complicated feature. I wouldn't hold your breath in the near term, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, we're switching to the serif font because it's got nice thick numbers. And we're going to probably also switch the color we're using to be that gray because kind of hard to read this yellow, I think. So let's try using this light gray. And we're going to choose the color right here. Right here. See, it's like the exact color we use for transparency. It's really messing me up. All right, and we can subtract 1 from this offset y for, so you hopefully get it in there now. Let's see. Okay, and then maybe increase the offset y for these numbers by 1. So set this to be 11. Nice. All right, cool. Got a little number display. So we're going to take this and we're going to attach this to our thing that we're like trying to carry. So this strawberry. Actually, I'm wondering if we should attach it or if we should just handle this one in code, because we're going to have to keep a reference to this top number anyway to change it. So we might just keep a reference to this one in code and not use the attach. That'll be nice also because it means we can destroy it without destroying the fruit. So we'll do it that way. Okay, but finally, we want to, well, get rid of these variables we're not using. And we want to return this top number at the end. So to return. All right. So we have assigned to tasks somewhere, I think. Or maybe we're just doing that inside of the overlap event. Is that right here? Yeah. So here we're just setting the task. So what we're going to do is for this task that we have, you know what? Let's make a function for this, I think. Assign to carry task. It's going to take a sprite, which is the bug. It's going to take a sprite, which is the task, like that. Mm-hmm. And we're going to just put this stuff in here and change these to be our parameters instead of the sprite and other sprite we were using. Good. Okay. And let's make sure we call this function. Sprite, other sprite. Great. Okay. So inside of this assign to carry task, we want to check to see if we already have a number display for this task. And if we don't, we're going to create one. If we do, we're going to update the number and add 1 to it. So let me go ahead and get rid of our test code over here. See ya. And we're going to do if, and then I think we don't have a, okay, this is something either you or I should definitely do, Joey. For the sprite data extension, we should have a one has property block. That is just a Boolean that returns if the thing exists or not. All right, doesn't do, we don't need one for every single different type because we all just put them onto the sprite data thing.
It's just the key, it's just an existence check, yeah.
Yeah, we need that. Because every time we get to this point where I need to check, we get into this really annoying thing where I can't put this in here. So I have to do set temp sprite to be this.
That is one of the big, like the only real allowed in JavaScript, but not in our blocks that I regularly get annoyed by. There's other things that happen, but this one is just like I understand that it's not good for learning, but it's so nice in JavaScript just doing falsy checks.
Yeah. Okay, so if we have this, then we are going to go ahead and set the text on this guy. So go to our temp sprite, set text to B, and we want to get this. You know what? We'll do this after we do the assignment so that we don't have to add 1 to it because we're lazy. Thomas, you haven't played a Pikmin game, right? I think I've.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
thinking at this point I should be getting quarters every time you mention a game I've heard of but haven't played.
Oh no, we don't shame people for not having played games before, but you
That's
should
good.
consider it though. Pikmin's fun.
Yeah. No, it's on my list. But it's a long list.
That's totally fair. Okay, so if this exists, we're going to do this. Otherwise, we are going to create a new one. So let's go ahead and do this set data. We're going to put the task over here, and we're going to do number display. And we're going to do create or make task fraction. And we want to put the weight in here. And I think now we are getting to the point officially where we have to, when we are creating these treasures, we're going to store what the weight is, because that's coming, and let's just do it now. Now that we're using it in 2 places, I feel obligated to. So here, when we create this strawberry, we're going to go ahead and go into sprites, grab the data as number right there, put in weight, make it 8, because it rhymes. Okay. And now we're going to do the get data as number right here. Choose weight. And we're also going to do it for our make task fraction right here. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to refactor this code just a little bit. So I'm going to put this in a not like this. This inside the not. And then here I'm just going to do this so that I don't have to do this set code twice. All right. Okay, so I think that should do it. Let's go ahead and try this. So throw that there. Okay, so there we go. 0 out of 8. Okay, so we're not updating the number.
That's a good one. So just destroy it and make a new one.
What?
Just destroy the number and make a new number.
No. Okay, here's our mistake. No, come on, we're gonna fix the bug. It's not because the text extension is broken. Okay, so we were trying to get the tasks assigned to the bug and not the thing. So there you go. Look at that.
Wow. I'm gonna carry that strawberry so fast.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, so in Pikmin, they let you assign, you can assign up to double the number. And once you get the number, like they just start carrying faster. You do double the number, it ends up going faster. And we could maybe do that. All right. With that, the last thing we have to do is we have to make it so that this thing is always displayed above our treasure. So we're going to do this inside of an on-game update. Here we go. And by the way, this is, you want to know what the code is for this little mini extension I made. It's basically what we're doing right now. Oh, we're already moving up all of the food. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to grab this set temp sprite over here and drag it inside of our for loop. And change this to be our value 4. Thank you, decompiler, for giving all my values unique numbers. And we're going to say, if we have this temp sprite, we're going to check the length of our array. And if it's equal to 0, there's no bugs assigned to this task anymore. We're going to destroy it. Like that. Ooh, and we also have to assign this to undefined. I think this should work. You happy in compiler? Yeah, okay, good. So if the length is equal to 0, we do that. Otherwise, we're going to position this so that it is above. So we're going to set the x of our temp sprite to be the x of our strawberry. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Wanted to duplicate. And then we're going to set the bottom. And remember, this is the bottom of the top number. So we want to set it to be the top of our strawberry. And then we need to subtract enough so that the bottom number is also above it. So I'm going to subtract like 10. I don't know. See how that works. All right, let's go throw this thing over here. Get over there, bug.
Nice.
Yes, that works. Probably want to make this z-index above everything. And we also need to, I just remembered, we need to make these ghosts. So we'll do that too. Okay. So collapse box, format code, doing a Daryl. Oops, undo that. And then go over to our make task fraction. Let's see, I want to set the z-index, and then there was something else I wanted to set. What was it?
I was busy looking at chat, so I wasn't paying attention. How else do you got
paying attention either?
Yeah.
Your
All
class is distracted, Richard. Sorry.
Oh man.
Got like another chat going on the side here.
No gold stars today. Okay, well, anyway, I know I want to change the z-index. So in fact, what we're going to do is just on sprite created of kind, let's see. Ooh, fancy text isn't showing up here. That's interesting. It should be. All right, well, that's fine. It doesn't mean I'm going to have to put these into variables, but we can do that. Do temp sprite. That right there. Temp sprite. That right there. There. That right there. There we go. Now we're going to set the z. Why are you angry? Oh, you're angry because this returns a text sprite. Ugh.
What? Text sprite.
Yeah, this is a sprite. That's a text sprite.
I got you. So it's rename it. Gotcha.
Ugh, annoying, but we can fix it. So we're going to set the z to be 20. Ah, making them ghosts. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay. I did look at if I could figure out why the ghost thing was not working, but it was working when I tested it. So that's weird. But go to the old version of this game and see what was making it go offset.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait. Whoops. I want to do that down here. And then up here, we want to do it for our my text sprite. Yeah, I could probably make a thing that repros it.
That's good. Yeah, I've had a few people ask to have their games played at the end of the stream if we have time, Richard.
We will. Yep.
Okay.
Don't you worry about it.
I'll post them in the chat.
Thank you. Okay. So cool. We got this little number display. It's appearing above our thing. Oh, you know what? Why isn't this being carried anymore? Shouldn't this be getting carried? Did I mess that code up? I did the same thing. Should be task. Right there. And this should be task. Task, 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 bug, bug. Task. Yeah, okay, I think we're good now. Try this again. There we go. Go. Yay. All right. So that's nifty. Let's go ahead and finish this thing off. When we drag it all the way back. Oh, another thing, we're gonna set these bugs to be ghosts too.
That's a little messed up, but I'll allow it.
Hey, Pikmin is also a game about dealing with death. All right.
That is true. Sometimes you just throw them somewhere and you're not paying attention and they walk right into the little fire breathing dude. And you're like, okay, whatever.
No. The worst thing is Empress Bullbacks.
Oh, is that the
Empress
one that shoots
Bullbacks.
the little like cloud? No.
No, what Empress Bullbacks does is, you know, she attacks you and stuff, and then she just rolls over. Okay? And she's so big, this is the only enemy in the game, I think, who has the opportunity to destroy all of your Pikmin in seconds, which I've had happen before.
Oh.
Because everyone else will like.
Don't worry too much. They just become the soil that makes more Pikmin.
Yeah, everyone else like bites them or like stomps or something on a small area, and then it's easy enough to dodge. But if you don't dodge it, all of your Pikmin are dead.
Yeah. And usually the other ones, like, even if they get set on fire or frozen or something, all you got to do is whistle for them in time or else they're going to go away. But yeah. What game are you making? Bug President, which is definitely not Pikmin.
It's Pikmin. Yeah. All right. So we're making these guys ghosts so that they don't get all weird when they're bumping up against the wall up here. So here, let's throw this back over again. Watch that go. And it goes over there. And cool. All right. So the last thing we have to do here is end the carry. So when we get to the end of the carry, we want to unassign all of these bugs. We want to destroy this thing. And we want to do a fun little animation where it hops up and then goes into the anthill. So let's do that now. So we have inside of here an on sprite of kind player completes path at location. So we're going to change this to be food, which is the kind we're using for our strawberry, of course. And when this happens, we are going to, first off, unassign everyone who is assigned to this task. So the way we do that is we're going to go into our functions and grab the get bugs assigned to task. So we can just use our list variable for this, put it in there. And now we're going to make a function for this, I think, which is going to be unassign bug. I'm going to take in a bug. Okay. So what this function is going to be doing is, first off, we're going to clear that variable we're storing. So we have that set sprite to data. We're going to take that, put in our bug here, choose our task, and just set it, leave this empty, because it's just going to assign it to nothing. Then we have to change the, right now our bugs are ghosts. So we need to make them not ghosts anymore. So we're going to make ghost off. Finally, we want to go in here and change the kind back. Where is our set kind? Here we go. Set kind. Bug, and we want to change this back to bug. All right. So we're going to just, for everyone who's in this list, we're going to call that function. All right, so we should already be able to see the effects of this. Let's go ahead and carry our strawberry over. Pew, 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 pew. Head on over, and then there we go. Our numerical thing got destroyed, which you remember we wrote code when the number of assigned bugs left is 0, then this gets we destroy that little number display. So, all right. With that, we just got to do our fun little animation now. Sorry, were one of you saying something?
Yeah, I just said nice. I said very quietly.
I think you mean fun little animations, by the way, right? We have to shrink the food item, and also we have to cheer.
Yeah, right. Cheering. Yep. Make my job harder. Okay. So let's start with the animation. So with this animation, I think what we're going to do is use the timers extension. There you go. We're going to use a separately do. And now inside of that completion handler we have right here. We're going to use this to make it smaller and smaller. So we don't have a built-in way to do these, what's the word? Scaling animations. You know, you can animate the path and stuff like that. That's what we would normally do. But because we want the scale to go down like it's falling into the pit, we have to use the separately do for that. So, also we're going to add that the sprite scaling extension. All right. For index from 0 to 4, we're going to change scale by 2 pixels. Uniformly anchor middle, and then destroy our sprite at the end. And we also want to make sure we pause in here. So we're going to pause for 100. One other thing I'll note real quick. So we're using a separately do, and using a separately do, you have to be careful whenever you're referencing a variable inside. It's okay here because we dragged it out from this block. Just when in doubt, if you dragged a variable out from an event block, it's okay to use in a separately do. If you defined it using the variables category, it's not okay to use with the separately do because there's a chance you're going to reassign it. So be careful with separately do. It has some weird behavior. All right, let's watch this go. There, and whoops. Oh, okay. We
I mean, we got there, right?
Yeah.
It is kind of fun if they throw it in the air just a little bit and then it goes down.
Yeah, that's the plan. I just want to do the scaling part first. Then we'll.
Oh, that's what I meant, right? Like you throw it in the air so it gets big like that, and then it falls down and shrinks.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
towards the camera, then down. Yeah.
Give that a shot. All right. Get on over and woo. Well, that worked perfectly, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks smooth.
Do we even need the going up? That looked really good. Yeah, actually,
I mean, my going up was mostly a joke, right? Yeah.
Oh no, I was originally planning on doing a thing where it like went up and then down.
Okay.
But I think this actually looks really good without it, so we're probably just going to stick with this. I mean, hey, makes our thing simpler. Okay, Ham797 is posting their game over and over again in chat. So we will try the games that have been posted in chat at the end of stream. But if you ask us over and over again, we are going to, it's not fun for us, okay? So please, if you are going to ask us to play a game, post it once in the chat. Don't keep demanding that we play the game just because, you know, we want to keep the chat friendly and nice and not have this kind of demanding thing. Right. Yeah, no problem. Just going forward. All right. So with that, we're already destroying this thing. That looks good. The last thing we have to do is our little cheering thing, and then we will get to be playing everybody's game. And so what we're going to do is we want all of our guys to jump up and down. So for all of these bugs, when we unassign them, we are also going to animate them. So we're going to go into animations right here. We're going to grab this animate block, put in value, and we're going to make an animation now. This is going to be using text. And so if you didn't know, you can put strings in here. And there's a special syntax for doing things. So if I want to make a thing go up, I'm going to use the V command, which just means move vertically. So I'm going to make this V and then -2, V2, V -2, V2, V -2, V2. And we'll do this over 1 second, loop off. And right now, these are all going to animate exactly the same. So
We'll see how that feels.
it's not going to look good, but jump, jump, jump. Oh, that actually didn't look that bad, but I want them to all be kind of staggered.
Mhm.
So we're going to do a if in here, we're going to do a 50% chance. Like this. Put this in here. And then the else case, what we're going to do is same animation, but we're going to skip this first part by doing V0, and then we're going to negate the rest of these. So this will make it so that they're off from the rest of the folks who are animating. Oh, and then we're going to have to do one more. All right, so anyway, hopefully that'll look nice. Let's try it out.
If you want a little bit more random, we could add like a plus math.random 0 to 200 to
Yeah,
stagger all.
I think this
but
looks
it
fine,
does
to
look
be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. There we go. Joey gets his cheering animation. All right, and with that, we have a bunch of games to play. So I'm going to be going through these in the order that Joey sent them to me. So blame Joey.
Yeah, technically I swapped the first two, but that's fine. Whatever.
Right. So first off, we're going to play Vertical Boost game. So let's go ahead and open that one up. Cube Facilities V 2.7. Love seeing version numbers in the game. All right, so we have New Heart, Acceleration, Button Energy, Cube Deck, Lure Beacon, Speed Energy. We're going to do New Heart.
Oh, I like the little guy was moving behind it still.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
To unleash that poor block that's just half buried in the ground. Sad block. Oh boy.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me some information, Vertical Boost, on what to do in this game because I have no idea what's going on.
I don't remember there being any other context sent, but I will. Yeah, it just says play my game adventure. Shop area.
Like the number of items you have going on in this game, which is pretty cool. Jester's
That
deck.
is that top one heart acceleration or is it?
No,
heart
these are
acceleration?
two separate things. So this is
Gotcha.
New Heart. This is Acceleration Shoes,
Okay.
which is cool.
I think you press all the buttons. Yeah, okay, they say here, yeah. When you press all the buttons, you go to the green area in the elevator. Oh.
All right. Well, okay, all right. I think we're in the game now.
EA. That's EA's thing, right?
Gotcha. Okay, so we hit all of the buttons, then we go back to that center area, and that's how we go to the next level, I think is what you were saying, Thomas?
I think that's the idea, yes. And I think you're in the elevator right now.
Okay, and then we're out, and now we're in the shop area again. Ah, very cool. I like, we're a big fan of these roguelike type games where, you're going between levels and then shop areas and levels and kind of like doing a stamina type thing. This is very cool. All right. Speed.
Have you played any good
Elevator.
roguelikes lately, Richard? I haven't found anything new lately.
Oh, I'm so fascinated.
Ooh.
Have I been playing any roguelikes lately? No, I haven't. What about you, Thomas? Thomas, have you ever played any Roblox?
Played a few, but not recently.
Played Loop
What's-
Hero semi-recently, but that's not a new game either.
What's the one where you were also like running a shop? It was popular for a while.
There's two of them,
Moonlighter.
Moonlighter and
Moonlighter's the one. Yeah, I think that was one of the earlier ones I played.
I love how fast I am now. Very cool. All right. Thank you, Vertical Boost. Oh, wait. Okay, so I do have to see what's going on here. Oh my gosh. Oh, different enemy types. I love the bubble, by the way.
What was the other one that's like Moonlighter? Reciteer? I haven't played that one though, but I've definitely heard of it.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I've heard that recent scuba game was kept being compared to Moonlighter too, but I haven't played it.
Yeah,
Dave the
recent
Diver
scuba.
or something.
Very cool. I see you have a whole bunch of different level design going on here, which I like. Cool. Yeah. All right. Please send this game along later if you end up adding more stuff to it. I might play this some more later to see how far I can get with this.
A strategy guide might be helpful too, just so we can make sure we see everything.
True. Some instructions of some kind, which I know is not the easiest thing to do in arcade right now.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it could just be a little comment that you hide in a little box on the form.
Yeah, we were actually meeting about that yesterday. Oh gosh. All right. We have Flying Through Time Remaster from Lucas. Which Flying Through Time won a game jam, right?
That
think
sounds
so.
right. I believe so. It was at least up there.
I think it won Time Jam.
Probably.
Lucas said it was going to be a Game Jam game, but never finished. Might finish it at one point. Haven't added the story.
Yeah, so if you haven't played Flying Through Time, there's a reason it won the game jam. It's super fun. Which is you can go through all of these different environments. So when everything flashes and changes, that means we are moving through time, and you can see that like walls and stuff that were there are no longer there because you've now moved to the past or the present, depending on where you are.
Yeah, I guess we should probably just give a quick warning that like it does flash a little bit occasionally.
Yeah, I forgot
like-
about that going in.
Like, yeah, I forgot about it too. So if you're impacted by that, don't play it. We can make a version. I'll make a version for you if you need.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is Flying Back to Time, which I think is the new content. Project D has escapes,
Ooh.
right? I like the storytelling you're doing by just having these things like as you fly past them, as opposed to like having cutscene type stories. That's interesting, not something we've really seen before. Slowing down a bit. This is the unfinished part. You can play Flying Back Through Time.
I think that came in a few minutes ago. Was that talking about the? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Flying Back to Time. That was the one I went into.
That was the first one.
Ooh, and
Hidden
there's
chapters.
Chapters too. No settings.
I haven't been able to make the cute census. I don't know what you're saying, but I believe it. It looks pretty good though. I think it looks cute.
Yeah, that's great. Lucas Games.
Cutscenes maybe is what that was meant to be.
Oh, that's probably it. Cutscenes.
Cool. All right. Well, next up we have a game from Ham797. Let's go ahead, and I love all these little characters, by the way, with their glasses. They're so cute. Let's go ahead and take that one. Give it a shot. Prehistoric game, prototype. I'm guessing this is another Game Jam game. Ooh, a time machine. This monkey knows what's up. He knows a time machine when he sees it. Let's see if I can go back in time. Stay in current time period. Okay,
Good game.
fair
10 out
enough.
of 10.
I don't know what I expected, but
I mean,
Player
it'd
choice.
be nice if you want to make a engrave. We can make it so it like turns gray over time, and then goes to face black.
The monkey gets older, starts a family, has a desk job.
And then, like after a 20-second cutscene, it comes back, and then a slightly smaller monkey comes up to this clock.
All right, we've got a nice going back in time, flashing animation. All right, and they say it's unfinished. Well, you should finish this game. It's got a really good start, and I know this is small, but I like that the sky in the normally purple thing is green. I think you switched the color palette. It looks really nice. I like that color of green.
Yeah. That's a nice clock too, right? Like we've had a lot of good like grandfather clocks type of things.
Yeah.
Recently.
See, couldn't make that work. Let's take a look at the code real quick. If you give me an idea of what you were trying to do, I can kind of point you in the right direction. All right, let's see. So if the last answer equals go back in time, we animate a sprite flashing between that's with loop on. All right. Yeah, if you let me know what you're going for, or maybe because we only have 5 minutes left, if you post on the forum, I can help you out with your code. I love writing sample code for people. I actually keep a OneNote document of all of the sample programs I write for everybody on the forum, because one day I'm going to take them all and do something with it. But just let me know what you're going for, and I will totally write you some sample code that you can then kind of customize to make your own game.
Yeah. We have one last one. Terrain generator, right?
Sorry, what were you saying, Thomas?
Oh no, it's fine. I was just saying that's your version of scrapbooking.
Yeah.
Sample code.
Mm-hmm. All right, next you have.
Do you ever print out the blocks using the print PDF and glue them onto a real scrapbook? That could be kind of fun.
Nice. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is a procedural terrain generator. Looks like going for mountain type environments.
Okay.
I'm guessing this number up here is a debug thing. Using
You
the
can go
scores to
right
debug.
forever.
Oh,
Is it
very
just your
cool.
distance to the right. Yeah.
So it keeps like I'm gonna go past the tile map limit.
What was the tile map limit again? Was it 500?
It's 256, I think.
Oh. Well, it was 256 tiles. Yeah.
256 tiles, right? So it'll be 256 times 16, which is quite a bit, but we'll get there eventually.
The imaging code might get past it, but yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing this, Key Phoenix? Are you stitching tile maps together, or are you doing your own drawing thing in the back?
Is it like 10 tall, by the way? I couldn't tell. Or does it go down for a little bit too? Okay, like 20 tall.
Not that far. Like looks like about 2.5 screens. So
20.
Just gonna keep going to the right. Hi, Son.
Not a quarter.
I
get. Wait, is he still here? He came in for a second, but then he's not online anymore. Oh no,
yeah,
I
can't see him or hear him. So if it turns to 155 before he figures out his camera troubles,
wait.
Oh no, gosh.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Missed it by that much.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Are you at a cafe this time, Hassan, or did you just get a really cool fridge for your apartment?
You talked to us yet? There's a very nice little backdrop.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mike is having trouble. Fair enough.
It is seated, so if you travel back, it is the same pattern. Oh, that's cool. So it's actually like nicely procedurally generated then.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, we can hear you.
If I join,
we can kind of hear you.
Okay. If I join on time, but my hardware fails and I can't fix it until 15:05, is that a quarter?
It's a double whammy, yeah.
All right. At least let me give myself the quarter.
No, wait, you got it this time. We saw you before.
Yeah.
155,
No,
just to be
you
clear.
made it right
But
under
if
the
you-
wire.
If your camera didn't work for another 10 seconds, it would have been.
I was on my watch, literally like seeing it count down to 55.
Oh, 3 seconds, according to Darwino and Q.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
including the Twitch latency.
Oh.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, that is important to note. I'm going to be fair here and say that it doesn't account for Twitch latency, just because that's a little
Yeah.
inconsistent.
And I think the Twitch latency, it's like about 30 seconds. It's actually not that much.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
Well,
that.
thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back on Monday and working on this Pikmin game again. I'm getting excited now that we actually have it like where you can do stuff. So
I'm
it'll be
excited now that
cool.
it can cheer.
Yeah. Anyway, I am Richard, at Richard on the Make Code Forum.
I'm Hassan on the Mako Forum.
I'm Joe, Jay Wondrill on the Make Code Forum.
And I'm Thomas at Sparks on the Make Code Forum.
And we
Ooh.
will see you